Guys, welcome back to Overture One, and today we are going to be talking about commitment issues in trading, not your relationships, but trust me, I think if you could fix it in trading, you could probably fix it in your relationships. Remember, this is not relationship advice, so we're not trying to get sued there, we're not financial advisors and everything so far, so just remember that. But before we get into that, we want to remind you that this show also does have a fee and everything so far. There's no Cash App, there's no Venmo, there's no PayPal, there's no Bitcoin me, even though it's going probably to the floor right now. Guys, that is, share it with your friends. This is, listen to it, you feel like you took value from it, you took one thing, you took a lot of things, you took practical steps. Share it to your friends, like we say, share it to your local neighborhood Starbucks guy. Share it to your dog, share it to your friend, share it to literally somebody that literally needs this right now, because we all started at the beginning, trust me. And if there's something that me and Jared can attest to from the beginning, is that we wish we had more clear guidance and clear expectations of what this road would take, and it probably would have shaved years of our time from being literally where we want to be at the end of the day.
100%, man. I could not have said any of that any better myself. And what I'm going to be actually getting into is a baseline definition, so that we're all on the same page as you guys, is what we believe commitment actually is. And the best definition that we could come up with, kind of reading, what everybody had to say on commitment, was that it is staying dedicated and remaining dedicated to the process of some type of vision or some type of promise that you made to yourself.
So guys, commitment is admitting that the road's gonna be hard. Commitment is looking that you may not even see a road, but it's saying that whatever that road entails, I'm gonna go through it. Doesn't matter if there's obstacles, there's speed bumps, there's a freaking tornado in the way, you quit your job and you realize that was the wrong thing to do, and then you just have to go on the limb and just do things over again, figuring out the process as you go on. But as long as you see that end result and you continue to strive for it, that's what commitment is. It's literally not giving up. It's saying, I'm gonna be a consistently profitable trader. I wanna make $20,000 a month, and guess what? I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get hit off my horse multiple times. I may be on the right track, then I get hit off and everything so far, but I learn, I readjust, and then I keep going. At the end of the day, that's all business owners, what they do at the end of the day, in the beginning of their journey. It's literally realizing that it's gonna drain you a lot. Sometimes it's gonna feel like a very lonely road. You're not gonna have people to talk to. Most people won't understand you, but it's all about just seeing where you wanna go and saying, I'm gonna keep on this path until it is finished. And then when I get there, I will see further. Because you wanna be a man of your word or a woman of your word, and to know that you're gonna follow this out in trading, because you know that this does get hard. If you're in the beginning, if you're even in the first year, you already know how false expectations could really set you on a wrong path. Oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money. This is 10 grand a month right here. You've probably seen this guy on YouTube do it, and then you for sure think that this is possible. It is possible, guys, but everybody has their own different journeys. Commitment is literally, you need to put your stake in the ground and cement it, and you're not moving from there.
To tie in pretty much all the amazing points that Rob just gave you, I came up with a pretty simple formula that I feel like you guys could write down. And I truly believe that this is just how the world works, right? So dreams plus commitment equals fruit, right? And what that means is that by what Rob was saying, you have a vision in mind, right? That's your dream. This is your end goal. I'm a consistently profitable trader. I am earning whatever amount a month. I'm helping this many people. I'm a hedge fund manager. Whatever your goal is specifically with trading and wherever you see yourself going, I'm not gonna make that for you. That's why I gave you options. I'm gonna let you stick to your dream and your goal, and come up with that yourself. You take that dream, that vision that you have, and then you stay committed to it, right? So that's dreams plus commitment, and that is where you're gonna see the fruit, right? If you don't see the process through all the way to the end, like what Rob was talking about, you're not gonna, whatever you're looking for, whatever you're trying to obtain is not gonna come to fruition.
Me and Jared usually operate by doing practical things and tangible things. We're not here to tell you just be committed, and that's it. Like, oh wow, bro, you could have read that. You could have skipped our video, and you could have just read that as a definition. That's it.
Right.
But what is things that you need to do to become more committed and to keep making promises to yourself that you actually keep? And I'm gonna lay out like quick 5 right here. Things that you need to stay committed with is staying to a strategy. You know, not just strategy hopping 2 to 3 months. We said this in multiple videos, but we cannot say this enough. Number 2 is sticking to an asset class that you're gonna trade. You're not gonna trade 47 different asset classes. Pick three to 5 or whatever. Me and Jared usually recommend 2 to 3.
Right.
That's it. You know, you don't want to go too extra above out of it. You know, we trade currency and we trade indexes. That's very much it. We don't trade a whole slew of things and everything so far. And it's all going to be reliant on what works for you. What works for us is not necessarily going to work for you. The third thing is staying consistent with your strategies long enough to test your 20 trade sample size. At the end of the day, you want to see if your edge is working with those 20 trades in a row, and you want to see if you're working, most importantly, with your emotions and everything. Your edge could be working, but your emotions can be downplaying that also as well. And then also is to keep being a student and to keep learning from your mentors, to keep learning psychology, to keep narrowing yourself down to a certain way that you want to operate in the markets. That you're like, I want to be like this. I want to be like this box. Like I want to be no emotions to everything. I want to be able to execute a trade and not really care what happens. And that's really it. These are my rules, and that's exactly what I want to have. And that's like having a vision, having an end result, right?
Yeah.
That's, you know, I want to be like this, and you're going to focus on that guy that you want to become, that guy or girl that you want to become, and you want to mirror that.
100%. And I'm going to piggyback off of one of the things that you were talking about, and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, like Jared said the S word on the YouTube channel, because like I never talk about strategy at all, right? When it comes to trading. But I'm going to piggyback off of strategy for a second, okay? And I'm going to give you guys an analogy, right? A golf club, okay? I've been kind of getting into golf a little bit lately. I'm not a pro by any means. Golf is fun. I do enjoy golf. A golf club itself is a cheap piece of plastic, right? You can go pick one up at like any sporting goods store, okay? But when you take the golf club, right, this tool, and you put it in the hands of somebody like Tiger Woods, this cheap piece of plastic becomes a multi-million-dollar tool, right, in the hands of somebody like Tiger Woods. Why is that the case? Why does it go from pretty much valueless to ultra valuable? Is because of the commitment and the dedication of the person who's holding the golf club, right? And the same thing goes with the strategy, okay? You could like chuck a rock and hit 100 different strategies on the internet. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different strategies out there where it's like, if you Google it, you're gonna get bombarded. You're gonna be like strategy overload, okay? There's so many different strategies. They're easy to find. They're simple to find. If you want to get mentorship, they're probably pretty cheap to pay for, right? So you have something that's relatively simple, that's relatively cheap, like a strategy. But what makes this strategy a multi-million-dollar tool, just like the golf club, it's not the strategy, it's the user. It's the person who's swinging the golf club, or the person who's executing the strategy and implementing the strategy in the market. And that's where you come in, right? And that's why we're having this conversation, because trading is not about strategies. Trading is about you and how willing you are and committed you are to becoming a champion in the markets, to becoming a winner, and how dedicated you are to becoming an expert at your craft, just like somebody like Tiger Woods, right? I've always treated business and trading like a sport, right? That's why I use analogies like sports. I feel like they're very tangible, very easy to grasp for people to see the practicality in, right? Yeah. Be committed to winning this game, be committed to being a master in this game, and you're gonna take something very, very cheap and very, very simple like a strategy and turn it into a multi-million-dollar tool. And the last thing that I just wanna say about commitment quick is that commitment, what it does really is it helps you and it allows you to cast a vision, right? That trading is gonna be this tool that you're gonna get there, and it keeps you on track until you actually realize that vision for yourself, right? So all in all, this is gonna be the gasoline, right, to your race car, you know, throughout your journey in trading. So with that being said, I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. Like Rob was saying in the beginning, like, comment, subscribe, send this to people who need it, right? We truly have a mission to impact as many people as we possibly can in the space of trading psychology, right? We do a lot of this stuff for free, man. I'm telling you guys right now, like, we obviously, you guys know we have paid information. We do have a course out, but it takes us a lot more time, a lot more dedication, a lot more editing, a lot more hours to do the content that we do just for free, literally because we care about you guys and we want you guys to see success in the markets. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys and we will see you guys on the next week's video.